Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Sean Medlin with Clear Connections Chiropractic. Today we're going to be covering chiropractic and GERD. G-E-R-D, gastroesophageal reflux disorder. I personally have a love-hate relationship with this because typically chiropractic is the last resort, and people who call our office who are experiencing these symptoms have typically tried a ton of other things. And so today we are quickly going to be talking about the 3 things that us as chiropractors observe with people who have these symptoms, and then also the 3 things that we look at and we are observing in them so that we can see if we can help, okay? So real quickly, the 3 things that we typically observe is, first of all, the symptoms are terrible. So people who have had acid reflux and it's turned into GERD typically have a really bad association with food and eating, and that's pretty obvious because our stomach is just on fire, the esophagus has been torn up. Yes, these are all technical terms, but I understand where you're coming from, and so this is going to absolutely interrupt your eating patterns, give you a bad association with food. That's going to interrupt your gatherings and your family time. And then also sleep. Sleep is so important for resting and rejuvenating, and that's what they call rest and digest. So you get into your parasympathetic mode, and if you are in pain and suffering before bed, which is very typical, then that's going to interrupt that entire pattern. And so all of these symptoms just create fatigue and tiredness and grumpiness. And so this is typically what we observe with a lot of people who have been experiencing this, especially for a long time. And so the second thing is that, again, it's that love-hate relationship where we are typically the last resort. And so we've tried H2s, we've tried PPIs, we've tried prokinetics. If you have learned more about an LES sphincter than you care to admit, then you probably had this for a long time. And so it's come to the point where we've been covering up symptoms and we realize it with these medications, and then eventually we get recommended surgery. We're covering up symptoms, and so we are asking the right questions, and that's probably why we're here today, is to go another layer deeper and say why is this happening? Why are these symptoms going on? Not just how do we cover up these symptoms, but why is it happening in the first place? And so that's the part I love, is that we're actually educating ourselves and going a layer deeper. Third thing that we observe typically is that person says, man, I wish I started chiropractic earlier, because healing is a process and it takes time. And so the sooner that you actually address the root causes of the problem, the quicker you're able to heal. So the 3 things that we're looking for in our office and during an exam and consult is, number 1, your neurology. So it is a test that allows us to test for dysautonomia, and that essentially means how your nervous system is regulating. So we have thermal technology that allows us to measure how strong those nerves are. Your nerves are in charge of digestion and regulation and homeostasis. Okay, so very, very important things that allow us to evaluate a step lower, the why behind the symptoms. I hope that makes sense. And then number 2, we want to look at your structure. So we want to see, because structure a lot of times dictates function. For example, the bottom of your ribs are right here, and if we are structurally imbalanced, then that's going to create weakness in that LES. We're going to have a rib cage that is off balance. We're going to have a shoulder that's high. We're going to have forward head translation, rounding of the shoulders. We're going to have maybe pain in the mid-back. And these are all red flags. These are indicators that we have misalignment, neural impingement, that we have areas of subluxation. And these are things that the chiropractor is looking for, because these, again, are getting a layer deeper so that we actually find the root cause of the problem. And then the third thing is if we've had traumas, if we have excessive toxins, and then also if we have mental stressors. So these are things that we address during the consultation, because they need to be eliminated, because these are also, again, getting a layer deeper and looking at the why these things are happening in the first place. to bring it all into perspective, chiropractic is not treating GERD. It is not treating acid reflux. And that's the coolest thing about chiropractic, bar none, because we're taking it a layer deeper, figuring out what's happening. And when we get your body to actually heal naturally, then those symptoms, which I consider like your body raising its hand saying, I have a problem, they get to go away naturally. Because now we have good structure, which is going to dictate that function. Now we have a nervous system that is regulating and working properly. So if you're a person with these specific symptoms, then it might be very, very beneficial. And I would highly recommend that you get an examination and a consultation to actually go a level deeper and see if we have neurologic issues, if we have structural issues, if we have toxins, traumas, if we have stressors that are causing these symptoms in the first place that we can eliminate, and then help your body heal, because it again takes time. It takes time to get where we are today, and it's going to take time to heal as well. So the quicker that you get it done, the faster you're going to be able to heal. I hope this really helped answer some questions that you might have been looking for. And again, if you have any questions for us, please email us, direct message us, call us. We will be more than happy to help in any way possible. It's been fantastic talking with you today. Have a great day.